Hello and good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel. Uh, it's a very beautiful sunny day here, and I'm here to talk about the positive things about my bike. Of course, I love my bike more than I hate my bike, but you know what? Just because I love my bike, if I would have talked about only the positive things, it would have not been the justice to the video, which is sort of a review after 2.5 years. So that's why I decided to put out the negative things first, because I wanted to end up with this whole video in a positive way. That's why I'm going to talk about the positive things after the negative things. It's a very beautiful place here. I'm gonna show you the place. You would love to see this place. I mean, the birds are swimming in the water. It's a lake, basically, sweet water lake. And I don't think if you have seen power lines going through a lake, I would show you that. Okay, let's have a look. I don't know if you could see that or not. So the first positive thing which I want to talk about is the reliability. Yes, I know that you will be quite surprised to hear this word reliability from the Bajaj product, but I think from the launch of original Pulsars to this Pulsar, they have come a long way, and this bike has been pretty reliable in my case at least. In my ownership of around 2.5 years, I never faced any substantial issue which could have made me feel bad about this bike. If I tell you the example of a Royal Enfield Classic 350, my friend bought that, and within 3 months of time, its clutch wire broke. So I think that is a much bigger reliability issue in my understanding. And apart from that, I'm not telling you the story of only this Pulsar. I'm telling you the story of two Pulsars, and one of which my friend owns, and this one I own. And none of us have faced any substantial issue which could have made us feel really bad, apart from those negatives which have I already mentioned you in another video. If you have not seen that video, the link is in the descriptions below, so you can go and watch that video. Now the second thing which I want to talk about this bike is the sheer performance it offers for the price point. Now if you love performance, this bike is never going to fail you. Now the third thing which I want to talk about this bike, the third positive thing, is high speed stability and handling at higher speeds. I never actually realized that I have reached the speed of 120 or 110, and that's the beauty of this bike. It is super stable at higher speeds, at least in my own experience. Although this bike has vibrations, but it never reaches up to the point that it will make you feel uncomfortable while riding this bike at higher speed. This bike is a carbureted bike, and being a carbureted bike, I never faced a cold start problem, and I don't live in coastal area. The place where I live gets cold enough. I mean, the temperature reaches to around 1 degree centigrade in nights in winter weathers, and still I never faced a cold start problem. I have left this bike for around a week in winters, but when I tried to start this bike, all it took was one touch. So that's another positive thing which I like about this bike. And it's been 2.5 years, and I never really had to charge the battery or never really had to jump start the bike. Being a carbureted bike, I never faced an engine stalling or a throttle lag issue in this bike. One of my friend have a Gixxer, Suzuki Gixxer SF. Each and every time I have ridden that bike, I have faced that issue. What happens is that suppose you are accelerating the bike, and sometimes it will not accelerate. I mean, the speed will be restricted to 60 or 80 kilometers an hour, and no matter how hard you try, bike will never accelerate. And it will happen for like 2 or 3 minutes, then it will start to come to its original state and everything becomes normal. That's an issue which, although I have faced in this bike like once or twice when I bought the bike around 2.5 years back. But after that, I never faced that issue in this bike. So I was just interrupted by police officials, and a police jeep came, and these guys asked me what I'm doing and what I do, and then they told me that be wary of people who come here, probably bad people who will try to snatch things or something like that. So that was a good thing. I thought they are going to stop me from shooting, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we were talking about the positive things. Let's talk more. And I think I need to change the camera angle. So I'm changing the camera angle. What to do? Yes. Okay, this will be a good camera angle, I believe. Now another thing which I love about this bike, that it has got the practicality of highway cruising. It has got a proper upright stance, and you can ride this bike for longer period of time. That's what I love about this bike. You can go on touring, you can ride it as a street bike. It has been pretty good in that sense. As they say that the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, and for me it still looks great. I mean, it's a looker. I still sometimes look at this bike and I feel how good it looks. I am still, I have still not been bored with the looks of this bike, because it looks muscular, naked, street fighter, and that is something I just love about this bike. Now another thing which I forgot to tell you, that even after 2.5 years, the paint quality of this bike has remained solid. I mean, I don't see the paints getting fade away. So that's another plus point for this bike, for a bike which is being offered to you in ₹1,00,000. I think this pretty much wraps up the whole video. So thank you for watching the video, and do hit the like button if you like the video, and do subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything more to tell, please say that in the comment section below. Okay guys, so I'm leaving this place. It's a really beautiful place, as you can see over the left of my side. I'm facing camera towards that. Now making a video outdoors is quite a job in itself, because a lot of people come and they'll ask you what is that you are doing. And today I was interrupted by policemen. So that's something you have to face while making a video outdoors. Now when you are alone, it becomes way more difficult to stand at some point, fix your camera and start speaking. That's really heck of a job. Okay. Okay guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. I don't know what that could be.